solved my issues with audio, which was actually the reason why I have issues with Stowe.
Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse, where Mom is still trying to figure out the audio settings. So, what were
That's
you
never
saying
good.
though?
Well, if I told you I had some wild micro stutters in
Yeah,
Stowe,
right.
well, I finally figured out what they were caused by.
Yes.
I need a new headset. Because it's the headset that's causing it. It doesn't
The
happen when I'm not plugged in
the
on Discord
headset's
then.
causing it?
Because I have a wireless headset, but it has a USB dongle.
Yeah.
And it has two separate channels, one for the game, one for chat.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, as soon as I plug in and start playing, I was also, sorry, I was just also running that on a USB hub,
Uh-huh.
splitter for USB, which to which that dongle was plugged in. It was slowing it down even more.
The
So it was because it was plugged into the dongle. Dongle was plugged into the USB hub.
yeah.
It just wasn't handling the multi-channel kind of thing properly. So as soon as I disconnected that, issues went away.
That is the weirdest thing.
I I, I don't know what to tell you. I
I
either get a new USB hub that is more efficient, or I don't know.
did I
But
ever
have you?
tell you about my coworker whose mouse worked absolutely fine when he was at home, but when he came into the office, it simply would not identify his mouse. He could be sitting there, works fine at home, gets to the office, works fine, or it doesn't work, goes home, works fine. Turns out there was a USB dongle for his mouse that was plugged into the USB hub. So
Mm-hmm.
when he'd bring the laptop into the office and plug into the system, the one that was plugged into the hub overrode the other one. But when it was
Uh,
home, it was fine. And it was one of those little ones that presses in so it's almost flush to the hub so you don't see it.
yeah, those small ones are the
Yeah.
worst because you
Yeah.
barely see them out and you even forget that they're
Yep,
there.
that's
Ugh.
exactly what happened. He just
I
could
I
not
would
see it.
still take a USB dongle that is just standing out, sticking out. You can see it that it's there because those that you just miss out and it's just the worst.
Yeah, absolutely. But it took all of us about 3 weeks to figure it out. We're going through everything, but the dongle itself pushed in, like I said, to almost flush, and we're all thinking that it's just part of the hub because it was the same color. If, so the head of IT finally just rips the whole thing apart, gets a new USB hub, and realizes there's a difference. One of these things is
Yeah.
not like the other.
Well, I've had issues with stuff being plugged into a different dongle way back when on my previous laptop, so I remembered, wait a minute, what's the common denominator that the game runs fine when I'm playing alone, but it's starting to have issues when I'm on stream? Well, the one common denominator is that I'm using a headset and I'm on Discord chat. Discord doesn't make a difference when it's on or off, so there must be something else. So I started, the method of elimination, closing the browser, no difference. Um, and then I remember that, the headset dongle is plugged into the hub instead of the laptop itself. And as soon as I free the USB slot and put that dongle there, no, now I have no issues.
Uh huh. Well, they
And it
say
is an old headset. It has a few years on it. And
yeah,
another
there's
thing
that.
is that it also I have the volume control in the headset that is kind of like if I don't put it right, I'll just have one headset on and the other one's gonna be silent.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to not connect properly. I don't think it's worth fixing it. I think I'll just
That's always an issue.
um. I mean, I do have a secondary headset. I just don't have the option to plug it in. But there are connectors between USB-C and the USB, traditional USB, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
There's a
absolutely.
switch between them. Because I have a free USB-C slot, but
Oh.
right next to it is my HDMI connector, and the USB dongle that I have for the other headset is wide. It's not long, but it's wide. and it just won't fit there because
Yep.
of that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe I'll get a connector. You know, something that plugs between USB-C and normal traditional, well, like an extension or something like it.
Yeah.
Because I
They make
really
them.
need an extension.
They do make them. I was amazed at all the little doodly doos I was able to pick up the other day when I needed to
Yeah, and
get
if I
something
get
for
an
the new
extension,
laptops.
I'll have a one single headset for literally everything from my gaming handheld to my PC, I mean to my laptop and to my PlayStation 5. One single headset to all of those things, and that would be great. So yeah, I have a job to do to find an
Having a
extension
job
for.
is a good thing.
Only more of a task than really a job, but yeah. Yeah, I'm falling asleep at work today. This now. I received one singular ticket that I answered in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but if you say anything, the gods of fate will figure out a way to just completely f you up. So
Won't matter. I have 2 hours to go. It doesn't matter. If I won't be able to solve anything that comes my way, I just bump it off to someone else in the team, and I don't care. At this point, I just have 2 hours to go.
I woke up.
Won't make a difference.
I will say I woke up this morning and went, oh, it's almost Friday. It's almost the point where I can sleep in. Whew. And of course,
Ain't
then
that great?
the dogs will wake me up at 4 tomorrow morning, going, "Hey, there's a squirrel in the backyard." Okay.
This morning, I had the weirdest thing, and I
Yes.
mean morning like 4 a.m. I wake up, I get dressed, I take Hagrid out, and the entire neighborhood is black. It's like no, not the apartments, not the buildings having no power, but the street lights in the entire section of our neighborhood are off.
That's weird. I think
It
that's
is weird
weird.
because it's dark for another like 2.5, 3 hours roughly.
Hmm.
So that was weird because normally everything is like it feels like I'm in the middle of the night. And it was so dark, I couldn't see where we're going. I was trying to
Oh,
avoid puddles and stuff because it's so wet, everything's melting, and it was so hard to navigate.
that
And
is
like, it was just the entire
bizarre.
block. Like, I just saw on the edge of the street, the other block, and they had street lights, and like, we didn't have them. And I'm like, wait, well, that's not normal.
That
But no,
is
that's what it
very
was.
weird. Yes.
I don't know what it was. Maybe there was a connection or an issue, a switch or something.
Yeah.
Someone forgot to turn on the lights, but the lights were on last night, so they must have went down in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's
No, that makes
double
sense.
weird.
That does not help me.
Which is double weird. Guess what? I have all 3 endeavors in space.
Guess what? I have one endeavor in space.
Oh,
But it's
which one?
kinetic damage, so we can go do anything. I had
Oh,
Voth
that's
ships in
easy.
the Dyson sphere, which just screams, "No! Re-roll me! Re-roll me!" So I did.
Well, I do have one thing that I can do on my own, because it's just 5 Terran ships in the battle zone, and I think I just go to Defera and Badlands and just do that. But I do have Hark frigates, 20 of them, and the Borg TFO on the list, so that'd be something to
Okay,
do.
that sounds like a couple things we can do.
Oh no!
How about I queue us up for little? You said Herc frigates.
Yep.
We'll queue us up for Swarm. I had to remember that one.
Haven't done a small cheeky little swarm in a while, so that'll be nice.
Cheeky swarms are
Well,
now engaged. Might take
I
a
mean,
few minutes here.
honestly, with this discovery from my end of the headset thing, it's a relief because I was afraid that something is wrong with my laptop's graphics
Oh
card or
God.
something.
No.
But apparently the stutter was caused. But I did have a stutter on a USB device before.
Hmm.
It was my previous mouse that was on Bluetooth
Yeah. No.
on a dongle, and it was dying, and I didn't have any indicator in the system that the battery's dying. So whenever it was trying to tell me that the battery's dying, it would have just caused a stutter on literally everything,
Yep. You did say you had
including
a
the
Borg
mouse.
TFO too, right? Do
Correct.
you have a preference on that one?
Well, you know what I like to do.
Okay, I'll throw it in here.
I don't know if there's a Borg TFO I don't like when it comes to the space ones. The ones that I
Oh,
would
Swarm.
probably not
Weeble.
choose first thing in a round. I'll tell you in a sec. I was in the middle of
Okay.
map transition. Wow, that took a while. Correct, Swarm Weeru.
Swarmaroo.
Swarmarino?
Mm. I know you don't usually join us for Friday night movie night, which we are doing tonight. It's going to be the movie Hot Shots.
I know that one.
Yes, with Charlie Sheen and Bridges. Something Bridges. Not Bo Bridges, his dad. Not Jeff Bridges, also his dad. Come on, what's his name? The guy from Sea
I don't
Hunt.
know.
Guy who plays the captain of the SS.
I don't think I remember.
Jeff Bridges,
Jack or was it?
Bo Bridges.
Was it?
What's his name?
I don't know.
I will find out in a moment.
You claim it's a Bridges
Yeah,
guy.
it's a whole family. That's not the one.
Oh.
It is.
It's the second.
Oh, Carrie Elways is in it too. How interesting.
Interesting.
Lloyd Bridges.
Another Green Dreadnought today. I run into one during the. Was it the
Ryan
Red
Stiles
Alert
is in it.
earlier on?
Clickety clickety.
Where are you flying?
I am flying the Vulcan scout ship, the jellyfish one.
Oh, you're up in the front. I'm behind you. That's why I couldn't see you.
I'm teeny tiny too. So much for that kinetic damage.
So much for the hurt frigates.
This is a Taz build, though. I'm just giving you fair warning.
And you're going to be wiping everything out in the vicinity?
Oh no, but you're not going to be able to see anything.
Not exactly near you right now, I think.
Oh,
So
and I'm not dropping anything at the moment, but I do have like the plasma storm and a whole bunch of other visual stuff.
I mean, I do have a build that he suggested. I mean, I started it, but he gave me a few pointers. So I do have a build that is originating from the messy, you don't see anything kind of thing.
What are we missing? I'm not
Just
seeing
on the other ship.
Okay. I'm going to go back to this satellite over here. I will take the Far East satellite.
I guess I won't take any because they all are taken.
And you know somebody will be sitting at the satellite and not hit the button. Because that's how we do it.
Well done.
Wait, the green dreadnought moved away. I'm moving in, intercepting the satellite for myself.
Satellite is back online.
Oh, good. Got all four. Gee, we got a good team. Woo!
Heck yeah. Well, the guy in the Credence yesterday has also helped wiping out the entire Hive slot in under an average time. Apparently thanks to the console from the latest Ethereum ship.
We did. That was the one you were talking about?
Yeah, that was the console. Yeah, it's from that recent ship that came out. Is that the one that Taz got?
Yep. No, hold. The Ethereum? I don't think Taz got the Ethereum.
Yeah, he got the Ethereum, the white, weird thingy-majig.
Well, he wants me to give him one of my Connie 3s if I can find them, but now I can't find either one, so I suspect I took them out of my account inventory and put them on one tune, so as I'm slowly going through my tunes looking for stuff, I'm trying to send everything over to other tunes so I don't lose too much when I cancel some of these tunes.
The last of the refugees.
But it had occurred to me, and I think we talked about this, that rather than creating new tunes from scratch and having them have to re-earn everything, I may take some of the tunes I don't play as much and simply recraft them to look like Ed's tunes. Because I don't really feel like playing a brand new tune from scratch, because I've got tunes I've never played all the way through.
I'm always at awe that people are managing multiple tunes and they remember what they were doing on each of them. I would just lose track immediately.
Spreadsheets. Not joking. Spreadsheets.
Oh, that sounds like work.
Yeah, well, at one point I had so many tunes, I had to have spreadsheets to keep everything going, and then it was just like, then it is like work, and it's not fun, so I'm going to stop doing that.
Yeah, it's a video game. I mean, the only time I actually write something down if it's a riddle in the video game, so I need to like have the hints for the riddle that I found in the game, like on the sheets of paper. I do have a little bit of tiny, teensy tiny notebook that's the size of a mobile phone, really, or even smaller, honestly, where I have all of the combinations for all the riddles I had or the games that I was playing when I was a teenager. I still have it somewhere.
Wow.
It lost its cover over the years. It was my handmade anyway. I didn't make it, but yeah, I had all the stuff like from Silent Hill, from Tomb Raider, a few other titles. I don't remember. I think it was some Jedi Academy stuff too. And then they genuinely have all the riddles typed down, so whenever I needed to, like, whenever I refresh these games, play them after a longer break, I would just like pop into that little notebook and use them. But that's as far as I would go to actually writing something down for a video game. If it makes me micromanage stuff, then that game is off the list of what I'm going to be playing, because it's not fun. It sounds like work and I don't want to do it.
I get that.
That's why I only have one tune on the toe, and I don't regret it. I mean, I have other tunes, I just haven't played them in like 2-3 years, maybe more. No, actually a lot more. 2-3 years was maybe 5 years ago.
I don't think I've ever seen you play a different tune.
Because I don't think I have ever since I've popped in here.
By the way, I took out the hide for you, just to make your life easier.
How dare. How dare.
I know.
Just the audacity of stealing my hive.
Well, you know, Taz helped me build the ship. Taz built the ship, so I might as well use some of the Taz toys.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
Though apparently I am. This is one of the tunes that needs the Connie 3 for the console.
It's a good console.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Actually, I just realized I think I know where the Connie 3 is stashed.
Connie 3 is just a fun ship to fly anyway.
Well,
I
see,
would've...
that's part of my issue is if I'm going to open up the Connie 3, which is a fun ship to play just to get the console for this account, or for this tune, then I don't get to fly it, because this is what I have it for. I'd rather play the Connie 3 as the Connie 3, rather than just getting it as, you know, for the console for this ship.
No, it would be good.
Or for this tune.
Connie 3 ended up as a account line unlock.
That would have been nice. I would like an account.
Because then you wouldn't regret like opening it on a tune.
Right.
You don't intend to use anything outside of the console.
Yeah. And I really think that's one of the reasons I've been reluctant to use it.
Yeah, if you had more than one, then perhaps, but...
Well, I actually do have more than one, but the other one's on a different account, which, yes, I could certainly give to myself. But again, you know, it's a great ship.
Yeah, it is a great ship. That's another reason why I just have this big collection of ships, and I don't regret not having other tunes, because I was like, oh, but I'd like to have this ship in another place. And that would open a new can of worms when it comes to my expenses, and not having that one.
Oh, yes. But on that same thing, I just realized yesterday that I have not claimed the prizes from the meta events 4, 5, 6, or 7 yet.
Well, you should get colony 3 out of at least 2 of them.
No, it is one of them. I can.
I'm already crying inside because they've announced, Dark Horse has announced a new
Refugee ships heading
collectible
down escape
statue.
route
Only
Alpha.
500 of them will be manufactured. On the 30th anniversary of Tomb Raider, which is based on the render for the first game from 1996.
By the way, we have to say good
Beautiful.
morning to Swear. Good morning, Swear.
It's beautiful, I want it, but I'm not paying almost like 1,000 in my currency for it, because that's
Oh
1/5
no,
of my
no,
salary.
no, that's crazy. I mean,
I know.
I get it, but it's crazy.
And the shipping is gonna be extra probably. So.
Okay, sure.
Because of course it's coming from the US.
Of course. Speaking of stuff, after we got off the air yesterday, I had made arrangements to drive to somebody's house, not too far away, and buy their old dining room table. Yeah.
Yep.
They were beautiful. I mean, yeah, they're a little scratched up, but for 75 bucks, it's a solid wood table. Solid wood as opposed to like IKEA stuff. And it had 4 chairs, and I could get away with never touching it. If I want to have a project this summer, I could certainly strip it down and refinish it, but it was amazing. And a very nice person. He was selling his parents' house, because they were in a memory care place. And he was having to sell the house, which I felt terrible for, but, you know, he already had his own house, and the kids had their own houses. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
so
that's
these are...
just an extra thing to take care of.
Yeah, but the house was so pretty, and my brain's doing the one. You could tell that it was something that somebody made. They built the house themselves. It had that feel to it. And my brain's going, if I had a spare $1,000,000 or 2, I would go buy this house. Even though it's...
that scale of expense?
Because there's a total of 71 acres of land that goes with it, yes.
Ooh. Well, yeah. That'll do it.
Yep. No. Swear, we got 3 R&D boxes in the promotions tab.
Yeah, it didn't get me anything either.
Did you look? Or did you not get anything in the boxes?
I didn't have anything in the boxes.
Oh yeah, well I didn't get anything in the boxes either. But there are boxes out there. The thing is, we had the Delta Alliance box the day before, and then we had R&D boxes, so when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I grabbed that yesterday. Then my brain's going, hold it, this is R&D box. It doesn't say Delta Alliance box. No. So there's been 2 sets of boxes, Delta Alliance on Wednesday, and yesterday was R&D boxes. They should still be up for another little bit.
Oh, done. Okay. Whoever's causing that little wave above my ship is really annoying.
The bubble?
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi symbol is annoying me.
That's off the Antares distress beacon or something like that.
Is it? I thought it was a console.
No, it's the Antares. I'm told it's the Antares.
I've never summoned it myself, so
I don't think you summon it. I think it just exists to drive you nuts.
Oh, you have to summon the Antares.
No, it magically appears. It wasn't me. I don't have it as a device. I don't have it as a trade or anything. So somebody must have called it in. I don't think they have the new giveaway up yet. Let's take a look here.
No, it's for another few hours.
Yeah. So it is... Scroll. I think once you grab it, it disappears. Yeah, it does. There it is. And I know somebody who got decent stuff out of it. I just wasn't one of them.
Well, I'm not one of those lucky bastards.
Me either. And I have no idea what we're getting today. Let me switch to my other tune real quick. Actually, let me pull up my other tune.
Last year they were giving out some keys.
They did, but we're only a couple of days into it, and this doesn't wrap up until Tuesday, so my guess is maybe Monday we'll get something good out of it. You know how they tend to ramp up in the last couple of days is when they give out the nicest prizes. just like at Christmas when your parents are giving you stuff, you get the socks first.
I wouldn't know. My parents never gave me socks, and for Christmas anyway.
No, my parents didn't give me socks either. My mom did give my son a toothbrush for Christmas when he was like 4, and I'm thinking, what the heck? But my mom was taking care of my son at that time when I was working for her and my dad. And my son went, oh, a toothbrush. And he's dancing around the house with a toothbrush. He's so happy. And I have no idea how she knew about this. Clearly, it's something they talked about. But he was the happiest little kid over that toothbrush.
Whatever works.
Yeah, yeah. And then she gave him as the last present before she passed away was her favorite thing in the world. Gave him a globe because she loved maps and globes. And he was doing that's my present, and she was so crushed. And he has no idea
Mm.
how devastated she was that he didn't appreciate it. I've never told him. He's a nice kid. He would never understand how much that hurt. And if he did, then he would take it to heart. And you don't do that to your kids. What have I got on this? I have phaser damage in space, repair hull in space, and Tholians on the ground. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to invite myself.
Down my Terran battleships in the battle zone.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to switch tunes. Yeah, we should be able to do that one. Where am I? Am I not there? I see me. There I am. Go. I'll do it this way. Alright, and this tune should now be... No, over here. Over here. There we go. Let's see if that worked. Ta-da! The socks comment was, you don't start with the coolest present, because if your mom gives you the cool present first, then the rest of it's anticlimactic. But yeah, it would be the equivalent of the socks first. And if somebody bought me socks for Christmas, I would not be disappointed. Christmas morning. I never did Christmas gifts in the morning until I got married. I'd never heard of this, and I'm like, why would you do the presents in the morning? What do you do the rest of the day? Because in my family, you'd get up in the morning, and whatever you'd done for Christmas Eve, you do the dishes, put things away, have breakfast. You go out and you play for a while outside, then you go over to Grandma's house, and then the kids would go out and play, and all the adults would set the table and cook the food, and that would take hours and hours and chit chat, and do fun stuff. And it was a really long day. Our uncle would take us out to the woods, which is like 5 miles away, and we'd go hiking in the woods with the dogs for a couple hours and come back, and by then it's late in the afternoon. We have a nice fancy sit down dinner. Not fancy fancy, but fancy like in tons of food. And then all the women would would clean all the dishes and put them away, and all the men would take care of putting away the table and stuff and watching the kids. And then mysteriously Santa would appear with all the presents.
Mysteriously. I
Well,
remember when I was...
They had
Go
to
ahead.
wait for night so that the kids wouldn't realize, that somebody was missing from the room because there's just too much stuff going on, and that lo and behold, there weren't actually any reindeer on the roof because it's night and you can't get out fast enough, and by then the reindeer would have left. My grandmother had this planned out, but because of that, I never got used to Christmas presents in the morning.
We don't get... We tend to give out Christmas gifts on... like the Christmas Eve, so it's not Christmas we're waiting for. Funny thing is, when I was 4, maybe 5, or was it 6? No, I was something around 5. My my dad used to do the Santa Claus dress up,
Hang on one sec. Good morning, Chosen. Good morning, Cliff. Back to you.
and I remember like it was like, why does Santa wear the same pants my dad does? I think that ruined the whole magic for the parents because they were hoping to do the thing, and I was like, "Oh, why is Santa wearing pants that look like Dad's?" It's like, okay, that's out of the way. So I think they stopped doing it after that time.
We had a Santa Claus suit and whiskers and all of that. And with 60 people in the house, the kids usually couldn't do the really fast, hold on, where's Uncle so and so? And it was never my grandfather, because my grandfather was taller than almost everyone there and bald. So if he disappeared, it was kind of obvious. But it was rarely Uncle George, but it could have been Brian. It could have been uh, one of the new kids who married into the family. It could have been a friend who was over visiting. But somebody would disappear during the end of dinner when all the dishes were getting put away and everybody was doing things. And then as soon as the dessert was put out on the table and people were starting to get pieces, there'd be a knock on the door and a ho ho ho, and Santa would come into the house and drop off the presents and leave before the kids could get out there. Chosen. There's only been a few anniversary rewards so far. We have had a Ultimate Upgrade, we've had R&D boxes, and we had Delta Alliance. So you've missed out on 3 of them. They come out noonish, like in a couple hours, and they're all in the promotions tab. So just snag them when they come out.
Mm.
Let's see. This is not a joke. There's a Spider-Man movie coming starring Nicolas Cage. And by the way, good morning, Satalia.
Miniseries.
Miniseries.
Yep.
I presume Nicolas Cage is not playing Spider-Man.
He is.
No.
I know.
I can't log into
It's
Stowe.
called Spider-Man Noir, I think.
That is so bizarre.
I mean, yeah.
Chosen says I can't log into Stowe on PC for some reason. Are you getting an error code or anything? Oh, Satali's going to link the trailer in Discord. Thank you. But getting back to
alternate version of Spider-Man Noir themed Tycoon character emerges in a version of New York during the Great Depression.
Okay.
It's based on a comic book, actually.
We'll see. We will see. I still have 2 movies I'm going to see. I'm going to try and see them this weekend. Let's see. Yeah, Spider Noir. Here you go. It's loading slowly. Does it die out when it's loading, Chosen, or it's just a slow load? If it's a slow load, I would say go in when you're getting into the first screen where you're logging in. Go up to the options and click on Force Verify.
I don't think Spider-Man is Peter Parker. I don't know exactly what's what in that. I'm very confused when it comes to all this. But yeah, Nicolas Cage is the only character being in all 8 episodes of the miniseries, so from the cast. So I would assume he's playing the title role. The poster suggests it for sure. Yeah, I was a bit confused with that as well. I don't know.
So with Chosen, there may be a file that's corrupted, which does happen on occasion. Force Verify will overwrite that file. The only other option is to get out of it and try, completely uninstall it and reinstall it, but that can take a couple hours. May not,
oh my god, yeah.
Would not be the first thing I'd do. Cliff says I would check. Cliff says I would check if anything is running in the background with your program manager. Also a very, very good point. Weirdly enough, is it Edge? Either Edge or Chrome can really mess with it. I want to say it's Edge. If for any reason.
Both, honestly.
Oh, both.
Chrome
Okay.
is such a resource hog, and Edge is like typical Microsoft malware that's just like also doing its thing in the background without you actually knowing about it and not wanting it to run in the background.
Yeah. Unclick both those. Make sure they're turned off. If you have to go into Task Manager, take them. End task on both of them. The thing I used to have with my old computer at work was you'd go into Chrome and it would come up, and the next time you'd go to Chrome, it would open a new instance of it. So when my computer would get really bogged down, I'd go into Task Manager and realize there's 15 or 16 Chrome open. It's like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah, that's Chrome for you.
Yeah. That's why
That's
IT.
why I never use it in private. Like, I have it at my work because
Yeah.
my company decided that our system is going to be dependent on Chrome only.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm
there
like,
is that.
okay,
We had
where
our
to go?
well,
But
Cliff, it
yeah,
might not be his internet if everything else is working. It's just Stowe that's loading slowly. That could be an issue in Stowe, so I'd start there. But if everything else is working fine, I won't.
try running it in safe mode maybe.
Yeah, that's a thought too.
Safe mode sometimes, gets unnecessary things out of the way. Maybe you can just make it to boot up.
Yeah. Also, if you're loading through, let's say, the C drive versus loading through Arc or Steam.
No, I never use Steam.
Yeah, neither do I. But a lot of
I mean, I
people
have it downloaded
do.
through Steam, but I launch it through the launcher,
Yeah.
not through
Well,
Steam. Steam doesn't know I'm running
Yeah.
SDO right now.
Right. But there's so many things, but start with the easiest ones and then work backwards. My IT manager, head of engineering, finally went in and kind of set it up so Chrome would only open one instance, which made my life a lot easier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But it got to the point where it was so slow, I would bring in my PC, my big PC, haul it up the 2 flights of stairs to my office, plunk it down next to my desk, and he finally went, "Fine, I'll fix your computer."
Mm.
But our payroll only ran on Chrome because the company that did the payroll set it up that way. And if we wanted to input data, we couldn't upload through Firefox. We couldn't upload through anything else. We had to go through Chrome. It's just like, oh, please, please. Oh, I should be queuing us up. Does anyone want to join us for a little guillotine?
Running guillotine? Okay, I'm changing ships.
Yeah, you said you needed a Borg, right?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
Forgot about that. I need to run it still.
And I don't see anybody else in here at the moment, but I'm offering. Okay, there is Cliff when he gets in here. We will invite him over.
Oh. That's weird.
Is that Aaron? Cliff, is your tune's name Aaron?
Why can't I message someone?
I don't know. Who are you trying to message? They might be blocked or they might be running, where they're not taking messages. Oh, it's Lenny. I'm not seeing Lenny yet.
It's not someone on my friends list. It's not someone on my ignore list, and for some reason I just can't DM them.
Well, they might have you blocked or ignored accidentally. It happens. I don't know if I've got Lenny as a friend on this account. Cliff, can you give me your handle and I will pull you in here? Make you a friend on this account too?
I don't think I've ever interacted with this person, but for some reason they're sitting in front of me in a ship, and they can message me, but there's nothing happening, and when I try to DM them.
Yeah, they might not be aware they've got their privacy on.
Yeah.
I accidentally ignored somebody for a long time, not realizing that, or they didn't. I didn't realize that I had accidentally put them on ignore one day. And finally, they had somebody else reach out to me through my chat or something and go, "Hey, why have you got them on ignore? You don't have them on ignore."
I don't recognize this username. I've never interacted with them. I do have a memory to those.
Oh wow, excuse me. In theory, I'm going to go to the gym today. I haven't gone to the gym since last Sunday because reasons. And I had this whole list of things to do today involving my taxes. So I wrote to my tax guy yesterday, going, "Hey, I'm going to send this all off to you." And he goes, "No, no, no. We just created a thing where you can just upload everything through a secure server." And I'm like, "So I don't have to copy and mail 42 pages of documents?" And he goes, "No, you just have to upload 42 pages of documents." Okay, so that took a little while. But that would be nice to get my taxes done. Cliff, I've sent you an invitation to be my friend. There we go. Now you're in the team. I took a little juggling to figure out how to get that account there. Tonight, Mom is showing Manos. Yeah, right. I wonder what ships will be part of the anniversary bundle. That is an excellent question.
Yeah, he seems to have the setting to send only friends.
And I invited you to the team there, Cliff. If you will accept, I will launch us. Yeah, no, tonight is Hot Shots. Next week will be Starfleet Academy. I'm taking a look here. By the way, it's Friday the 13th for those of us who love Friday the 13th. And yeah, I will be here through. Is that the 9th? Is that the 9th? Yeah. So the week of March the 9th through the 15th, I will not be on. I'll be in game briefly, but I have people coming to stay with me for a week. So yeah, Friday the 13th. Good day, Cliff. I'm going to queue us up for guillotine here. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, might want to put some phasers on the ship. Hopefully I've got a phaser. I don't have many phasers, but I don't need many. There we go. But yeah, the
By
second.
the way, where's the setting about who can send you DMs and who
If you
cannot?
go into your social media file thing or your social file where you have your friends and stuff, lower right hand corner is something marked privacy. Wee woo, by the way.
Oh, we woo.
And in
Yeah, I
there you
have
can
it
set
off.
your visibility. Then your other option is if you have a friend or an acquaintance in there, you can right-click on them, and you've got the option to ignore player. Yes, Italia, I don't do Jason movies. Except maybe Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah, Jason Momoa we can watch.
Well, actually, you know what? I have access to the Wrecking Crew on my Roku. I think I've got access through it up here too. We could watch the Wrecking Crew one night. But providing it's not stupid busy. What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. It is, after all, Valentine's Day, and I'm thinking the movie theater might be busy.
What's Valentine's?
Valentine's is the day when Hallmark greeting card sends makes you go out and buy stuff. Let's see.
To me, it's always Lara Croft birthday, and that's the only thing I celebrate on the 14th.
That's a fine thing. Ugh. Ugh, 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 ugh. Oh no! Iron Lung is not playing at the theater. Oh. I want to go see Iron Lung. It's still running this week. No, I probably should click that button. Maybe it's playing at a different theater. I was going to go yesterday and then decided to actually do live stream with you guys. Let's see where. Oh, it's playing at Alamo. It's playing down the street, so we're fine. It's playing at 3:15 today. Well, that screws up everything. How about tomorrow?
When the anchors are fully shielded and projected.
Ugh. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's playing at 9:45 tomorrow night. Yeah, no, I'm not watching a movie at 9:45, though I guess that probably is good time for them. Is it not playing? It's not playing at all on Sunday? What the heck kind of theater is this?
I can't decloak. I love that bug.
Satali is taking 5. Oh, I forgot I'm on this ship. I don't like this ship. And it's not leveled, that's why.
I can't decloak.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm permanently cloaked. The option to decloak is gone. Unless the Borg detect me, I cannot decloak. And I don't have an ability, like an intel ability, that I can use that decloaks me. And if the Borg don't detect me, I'm stuck like this.
I'm sure the Borg will attack you. It is a Borg thing. Can you not fire your weapons through your cloak?
No, it's not it's a battle cloak, but it's not a Romulan battle cloak.
That's not good. Yes, Natalia, I do have that meme of Jason and his lawn maintenance vehicle.
Oh, there you go. The tractor beam emitter detected.
Yay!
I sat above one and it's just like, oh, hello, there's a target I can sense by proximity. Yeah, I messaged the guy because I friended him and yeah, he had the toggle on. He wasn't even aware of that setting.
Yep. I think there's something going on somewhere in the system because that question now pops up almost every day.
Maybe they changed something?
Yeah.
Unwittingly?
Yeah, unwittingly, absolutely.
You know, they unwillingly deleted all the loadouts for a while. So.
Yeah.
God, I remember I was fuming.
Oh yeah, you and everybody else.
I couldn't fly a single thing. Stuck to one ship and she one ship only.
I'm going over to 1. Sorry, losing my voice here.
Someone said dibs on 5, but They think Cliff is already there. I'll take care of 4 then. Good thing this PFO is wide, so the map is rather large. Because my ship has a very slow turn rate.
Oh yeah.
But I do still love that ship.
Oh, that's interesting.
What happened?
I was trying to fire Viral Matrix 1, and it's just grayed out for no particular reason.
It requires a certain proximity to the target, and you have to have that target in that proximity selected.
Yes,
be
but
wrong.
it should have been in, in exactly the right place. It just wasn't. Or it didn't like me. One of the two. Yep, I died. I died. But not injured. Dead, but not injured. And one is disabled. So before I go back to that, I'll help somebody else out first, since I can't defend it on my own.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now.
Oh shoot, I was supposed to work with Dante on some of this one. Oh, I guess I won't be able to go to the gym today. Oh no! The horror!
Oh no!
I've discovered
You're heartbroken.
I'm not a person who can go to the gym in the afternoon. If we get to noon and I haven't gone to the gym, it is not happening. I think it's because I like to walk the dogs as soon as it gets warm enough to walk the dogs, which is like noon, 1 o'clock, perfect for then. And if I've been to the gym, it's like, I can't walk the dogs without a nap first. And if I walk the dogs and then go to the gym, I can't do anything effective. I'm an old lady. So I'll post yesterday that Poland has a day in February called Fat Thursday where they just eat donuts. Is that true? Do you have a day in February, Kris, when you just eat donuts?
I was yesterday, yep.
Wow! By
So
any
Fat Thursday, it's right before the fasting, before the
before
the
Easter
week
starts.
before Easter fast, so yeah.
Now, what do you call the donuts?
Pomsky.
Yep. Okay, so they have that in Chicago too, just so you know, Natalia. It is
Duh.
a thing. A big thing in Chicago.
Well, the thing is, our donuts aren't exactly like your American donuts.
No, they're
'cause
not.
They don't have a hole inside of them.
Right,
They're
yeah.
whole.
Yeah. No, they're filled donuts, and
They're filled. They're filled fully formed. They have some sort of sugar icing coating,
yep, those are the things you
Just
get in
powdered
Chicago at this
sugar.
time of year.
chocolate. They have all sorts of fillings.
So the ones at the bakery, I used to work at a German bakery, and I don't know. In Chicago, they're called punchki, so similar pronunciation, not exactly the same, but similar. And
That's probably the best way you can pronounce it if you're Americanized.
they are 1, delicious, and 2, delicious, and they only made them for yesterday.
Not really.
No,
They're
no,
you
my
can buy
bakery
them all
only made
year.
them for yesterday. The rest
Here
of the
anyway.
yeah, the rest of the year they would make other donuts, but for that event, they like to make them with certain fillings like strawberry, which is my favorite, and another one. But then we had a
Try the rose jam filling.
There's no way my bakery would have ever done anything that cool. I mean, I like the bakery, but
Probably the most common taste of the donut filling here. Yeah. Rose, plum jam, they do cherry. I actually had the cherry yesterday. Delicious because it wasn't too sweet. It was
Yep.
just like perfectly balanced. The outside is sweet. The inside was kind of like, like proper fruit. It had a proper fruit, not just a jam. Really, really nice.
So-
But they have the toffee filling. They have chocolate filling. They have, I would say pudding filling, but I'm not sure if that's the same thing. Pudding isn't exactly your pudding, so.
Yeah.
All sorts.
Indiana has weird donuts. I wouldn't put them down as being typical American donuts because they tend to be a firmer texture. I like to call them meaty. They've got some body to them. This isn't one of those bite into and it's light and delicate. No. Industrial donut. And they're
My God.
delicious.
Sounds scary.
Well, it's got some body to it. It's not just sugar and flour and yeast. A lot of times it's got potato in it, which gives it moisture and texture. So when you bite into it, it feels like you're biting into something real. But back at the German bakery, we used to make something on New Year's Eve called Krapfen, which was also a filled donut, a Bismarck, if you will. But it was always filled with lemon or raspberry. I can't remember the other one, but it was always a sour filling. Not a sweet one. And you were supposed to eat them the morning after to start the New Year's because it would help with the hangover from New Year's Eve. And people would put in their orders like a month in advance because there's only so many you can make in a bakery when you're doing other stuff. And the boss would occasionally make an extra dozen or so for the employees so we could each have one to take home for the next day. They were so good.
I actually do have a bakery in one of the pavilions in my neighborhood. When I'm walking Hagrid at around, 10, 11 p.m., you can hear them hard at work.
Yep.
This is the only place the lights are on.
Yeah.
And you can smell baking.
Yeah.
Usually they do, they're more like pastry dedicated bakery, so they don't, I think they make bread, but most of the stuff is like cakes.
Yeah.
Donuts, all sort of sweet pastries.
So when I was in Germany, there would be the patisserie, I can't remember what it is, Konditorei? No, that's a candy shop. There'd be the bakeries, Bäckerei, which would be the breads and rolls, and then there would be the pastry shops that were the cakes and cookies. So completely different locations and different stores, but since it was a college town, no matter where you went, somebody was selling bread and pastry. And then you got really smart and you just buy the fresh bread. On the way back home from the office, you'd stop and pick up sausages and meats and just go back to your room and make sandwiches. Because honestly, there's only so many days that you can go out and eat at a restaurant before it gets old. But I did not eat donuts yesterday, and I probably should have. I went to I want to say Mexican. It wasn't really Mexican bakery yesterday. But old school bakeries where you have a counter with everything behind it are getting rarer and rarer here. There's a few, but most of them are pan bakeries where everything is out in cabinets and you get a sheet of, or a piece of metal or a tray of some sort, and you get your own pair of tongs and you go through and you pick out everything that you want and you put it on your tray and then you check out. And it was fine, but it definitely wasn't fresh, or maybe that's the way they like it. It was more dry. Be fine for dipping in a cup of coffee. Have I ever watched Dawson's Creek? Not that I'm aware of. I am aware of what's his name passing away, though, because I've seen him in other things. But Dawson's Creek And all the stuff that came out at that time on the CW, just, it's like Starfleet Academy. It's too coming of age and not really my taste. Maybe if I'd been 20 years younger. By the way, did you have a Borg TFO or Borg ships?
Borg TFO.
That took a little bit of time, but not too bad. Honestly, Natalia, when it comes to Fat Thursday and all that good stuff, I don't need an excuse to go eat donuts. I can find reasons.
Our efforts were most satisfactory on this day. The enemy incursion has been thwarted. Your contributions.
Yeah, I just got 2 yesterday. I had one with a rose jam filling and the other one with the cherry. No, actually, it was a plum filling. Not that
Yeah,
much
plum.
of
No,
keen
plum
of
is.
a plum, but
Oh.
this one was good.
Natalia, that's so good. Plum filling is not one you can find here too easily. Summertime, the pastry shop will occasionally make the plum cakes, the German plum cakes, where it's cake and you put sliced plums on top and streusel topping on that, which is really good. But that's about it. That's about all you ever see here. Everything else for plum you have to go hunting for. There is a... Actually, maybe I'll drive up there today. There is a little shop about 30 miles north of me that one makes their own home fried chicken, which is amazing, but they also make their own jams, depending on what they had that year. So one year they didn't have a really good crop of, let's say, cherries, but they had a great crop of watermelon, so that was a year of watermelon pickles, watermelon relish, watermelon this, that, and the other. And they would be the place that might have rose jam. They definitely have plum, cherry. They make their own marmalades like lime, lemon, orange, tangerine, grapefruit. Well, I think I'm going to go feed the doggers and feed myself and get ready for an exciting day of, I have no idea what. Working with Dante on a project, I think. So I better go find some
Nice.
room in my hard drive to save all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I could probably move.
If that project involves films or
Yeah,
clips,
yeah, it does. I could actually move everything into there and work from that once it's recorded. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here today. We will be back tonight about 6:30 to watch the movie. And yes, happy Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. Always a good day for me. And anything else? There should be a new prize dropping at some point, so don't forget to check into it. It might be on this weekend. Like I said, I got a week coming up when I will be gone, except to, stop in and do whatever the daily is. It should be just about as the events ending. Oh, I'm going to be so bummed if, let's see, so that starts there. Nope, it's going to mess up if we have the Omegas running. It'll be like, hey guys, yeah, I know you're here. You drove all the way up from Texas to visit, but I have to go do Omega particle hunting.
that's hilarious though.
I love you guys, but no. Unfortunately, they both have to,
Don't do it.
fortunately,
Don't
they
do
both
it,
have
come
to
on.
work while they're up here. So they're coming up for a retirement party of a mutual friend. But they couldn't get time off of work, so they're driving up on the weekend. And then they'll work all day, do the event stuff for the retirement at night, work during the day, event stuff at night. So I should have time to do Omegas, providing we have Omegas. We will see. Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care, and as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Say Moopsy.
Who are you? We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.